crowd, going wild, there ain't no stopping. Whoa, it goes swing, bada, bada.
Hello viewers, today I start with a theorem about the order of element of a group. So the theorem is the order of an element is equal to the order of the inverse of the element. So let's start. The theorem is, let A be an element in a group G0, then order of A equal to order of A inverse. So let's start the proof. In this proof, we start two cases. The first case is order of A is finite, and the second case is order of A is infinite. So in case 1, let order of A equal to n. We know that if order of A equal to n, then it implies that A to the power n is equal to E. E is the identity element in G. So this implies A to the power n equal to E. E.g., because E is the identity element of G. Now n is the least positive integer here. Therefore, A inverse whole to the power n equal to A to the power minus n. We see it, and this equal to A to the power n whole to the power minus 1. We can write it. Now A to the power n whole to the power minus 1. We know A to the power n is the identity element. So we write there A to the power n is equal to identity element. That inverse. Now identity element inverse, that obviously identity element. Okay. Now if possible, let there be another positive integer m. If possible, let us consider m that is less than n. M is the integer such that A to the power minus 1 whole to the power m that equal to E. So this implies that A to the power minus m this equal to Eg. Now we have A to the power n equal to E and A to the power minus m equal to E. So we can write A to the power n minus m, that is A to the power n into A to the power minus m, that is also Eg. So we write this equal to Eg. Here n minus m less than n. So A to the power n minus m equal to Eg, where n minus m less than n. But we know that order of A that equal to n, that means A to the power n equal to E, where n is the least positive integer. So this contradicts that order of A equal to n, because n minus m less than n here. So we can write that A inverse order that equal to n. Okay. Now case 2. In the second case, let us consider order of A be infinite. So we have to show that A inverse order is also infinite. If not, let us consider order of A inverse is equal to m, that is finite order. So if order of A inverse is m, then we write A inverse to the power m that equal to identity from the definition of the order of an element. Now A to the power minus 1 whole to the power m, we can write it A to the power m whole to the power minus 1, that equal to identity element. Okay. Now one element inverse that equal to identity. So obviously that element also identity element. So we can write A to the power m equal to identity element, and from here we write that m is the order of A, because m is the least positive integer when we write that order of A inverse equal to m, that is m is the least positive integer. So A to the power m equal to Eg, this implies that order of A equal to m and m is finite. So order of A is finite, and this contradicts that order of A be infinite. We consider it that order of A is infinite, and we get that order of A is finite. So this contradicts the fact. So obviously order of A inverse is infinite. Okay, the theorem is, let A be an element in G0, then order of A is n and a to the power m is e, then n is a divisor of m. So let's start the proof. Since order of A equal to n, then we write that a to the power n equal to e, where n is the least positive integer. From the definition of order of an element, we have a to the power m equal to e. Okay, by division algorithm, there exist q and r such that m equal to nq plus r, where r belongs to 0 to n. Now, e equal to a to the power m, we know it. A to the power m equal to, we can write a to the power nq plus r, because by division algorithm we get it. Now, a to the power nq plus r, this is written as a to the power nq into a to the power r, and this is written as a to the power n whole to the power q into a to the power r, and a to the power n equal to identity element and identity element to the power q. Obviously, this equal to identity element into a to the power r. So, this equal to a to the power r. So, we get e is equal to a to the power r and a to the power m equal to a to the power r. Okay, e equal to a to the power r, we can write the identity element as a to the power 0. So, we conclude that r equal to 0. So, if r equal to 0, then we say that m equal to nq, and from here we say that n is a divisor of m, or m divides n. Okay, thank you.